And welcome to another story time with Daddy. This one's not quite as original as the previous ones, so I'll leave that for you to try to figure out. Does this look like I'm holding you? Alright, anyway. So imagine yourself in a world controlled by humongous beasts with 10 heads and one eye. You are in the troll zone. So there I was, walking through the hills, the mountains of Norway with my dog, Fifi. I know, it's kind of a. Anyway, Fifi, pardon the name, is this monstrous brute of an animal, probably standing 5 feet tall. And Fifi and I were going through the mountains when all of a sudden a troll came along and grabbed Fifi. And I went, no! And Fifi went, and the troll went, dog, I want dog. So, quick thinking, I took my mittens and I put them over my ears and I said, well, fine. You can have my dog, but please, please don't take my mittens. You see, as small of a troll as this was, there was no way I was going to be able to beat this animal up. I could try, but a troll is very strong, and I just couldn't handle it. Well, this troll wanted the dog, but was so baffled as to why those mittens were so awesome, the troll had to have them. Had to have them. Give me those mittens! Give me those mittens! So I traded that troll for the mittens. Excuse me. I traded the dog for the mittens. So then we went on again. I was so pleased with myself that I had fooled that troll into giving me my dog, Fifi, that I failed to notice that Fifi was missing. When I came around the corner, climbing up that giant mountain, I found another troll. And that troll wanted my dog, Fifi. Dog tastes so good. I didn't know what to do. I was torn. I could just keep going and leave Fifi there, but Fifi had been with me for many, many years, so I decided I would do something about it. So this time, I told that troll that I had an awesome pot puller. And she looked at me like, what are you talking about? I got a dog. And I said, but I got a pot puller. So I pulled off my sweater and I grabbed a rock nearby. I pretended it was a pot. I was very good, convincing. It was awesome. You should have seen an Oscar-winning performance. And I pretended it was a pot. I was going to make tea. And I put it in my sweater. And I dragged that rock around with my sweater. And that troll was like, I want that pot puller. And she threw my dog in the air. Fifi probably weighs 250 pounds. So when I caught that dog, knocked me just under into the snow. But that's neither here nor there. Anyway, so I was like, well, you know what, Fifi, you better let me lead so we don't get any more of those trolls taking you. And, well, I started to lead up the mountain. We were getting near the top. I was so excited. When all of a sudden I couldn't hear Fifi anymore. Fifi, where are you? And then I saw another dirty little troll, one with 3 heads, 2 arms, 2 legs, and a tail. And that troll said, I love dog. And I had to think fast. What could I do? I'd already given up my mittens. I'd already given up my sweater. But I had my hat. It was one of those very colorful hats, and it had this tassel that hung down, and I would blow it up and pop it behind me, and then kick it back down, and blow it up behind me. And I looked at that troll Oh, how I wanted to get that troll. He'd taken my dog. I said, you can have my dog as much as I may love Fifi, but you'll never have as much fun with that dog as you will have with this hat. That troll was so baffled, he had to have that hat. Give me that hat! Give me that hat! Give me, give me, give me, give me, give me, give me, give me. He was so uncontrollable. I could not invite that guy over for dinner. Oh, could you imagine the mess he would make? But he wanted that hat more than he wanted my dog, Fifi. So we traded hat for dog, and I took Fifi up the trail again. I said, Fifi, why don't you stay a little bit closer to me? And we made it up a little bit closer to the top, and I could see it. I was so excited. I turned around to tell Fifi how awesome it was, how close we were, when I saw twin trolls. Twin trolls. You know how lucky and unlucky that is? I had never seen twin trolls before. But at the same time, do you really want to see twin trolls? Anyway. What do you think they wanted? Do you think they wanted me? No. They wanted Fifi. I suppose it's best they wanted Fifi, because if they wanted me, Fifi couldn't argue with them. Fifi had less of a brain than they did. But they were so excited. They were starting to tear her apart, grabbing her from either end, just, we want dog, we want dog, we want dog. I had to think fast. I had given up my mittens, my sweater, and my hat. I still had my boots. And I said to them, well, you know, that dog's pretty awesome. But that dog will not get you to the top of the mountain with warm, cozy feet. And I rubbed my feet, showing how comfortable they were in my boots. And they looked at me, and then they looked at my boots, and then they looked at my dog. The dog that they were going to eat. Or the boots that they would wear for years. They were beside themselves with excitement. Boots, because you see, trolls normally go through the mountains barefooted. And because of that, they get all kinds of cuts and scrapes and bruises and disfigurements on their toes and the bottoms of their feet. And they're all calloused. But if they had boots, even just one, their feet would feel quite nice. So what I told that troll, because I'm dealing with trolls, is that I would give those trolls my boots, and those trolls would give me my dog. I figured it was a fair share trade. And they did too. And they took my boots, and they were so excited. They ran around with the boots on their head, and they ran around with the boots on their arms, and they ran around with the boots on their feet, and they were excited. And they were so excited, I grabbed that dog, Fifi. I said, Fifi, you crazy mutt, you better just stay in my arms. And I went around a boulder, and I could see I had made it. I was finally on top. And I was dancing with Fifi, and I was so excited, and Fifi barked. As if to say, open your eyes, dingy. Look around. What do you think you see? What do you think I saw? I saw all them trolls I had tricked. They were at the top of the mountain with us. And they wanted the dog.